Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to yet again another Minimal Mondays. For today's video, we have something very special planned, as the team and I have been able to acquire a pair of the Sacai Nike VaporWaffles a few months early. I do believe this is the first review here on YouTube on these sneakers, so if you do like this type of content, let us know by hitting that thumbs up button and letting us know in the comment section down below. That way we know anytime we can get sneakers early, we can definitely do that. Here they are. These are the Nike Sacai VaporWaffles. And guys, I have to say, first impressions in hand, they look and feel incredible. Now, we as the general public did get our first glances at the Sacai VaporWaffle during Paris Fashion Week back in January. Once the first images had leaked out with these sneakers on feet, the sneaker world, the hypebeast world, went crazy with opinions, both good and bad, about these sneakers. Now, as divided as the sneaker community was on these shoes, I think one thing was for certain: these were going to be very limited and we're going to resell for sure. Anyways, with all things considered, more and more pictures started to leak on these sneakers, and now we can officially confirm that there's going to be 4 colorways on the way. These colors include Vivid Yellow and Green, Sting Black Villain Red and Neptune Green, Sail Light Blue, Game Royal, and Sport Fuchsia, and of course the pair we have here, Black and White Summit. Now, on a personal note, I'm gonna go ahead and be 100% transparent with you guys. I've been a huge fan of the first Sacai LD waffles for a minute. I actually have them on my sneaker wall behind me, and it's one of my most worn shoes. Now, when the pictures first leaked on this pair, instantly I knew I had to get them, even though I didn't really love them at first. Honestly, this whole Sacai Nike collab has been a bit of an anomaly, because from the get-go, I know when I want a sneaker from the first time I see it. But with this sneaker, or ones previously, whether it be the LD Waffle or the Blazer, it was like an acquired taste. But once I acquired the taste, I couldn't get enough of it. As we saw in the previous model, this is a mashup of 2 different Nike runners. First, the Vaporfly and the Waffle Racer. Needless to say, we see elements from either one or the other, sometimes even both, comprise of characteristics that make this sneaker what it is. The upper is predominantly comprised of a thin but rigid mesh on both the lateral and medial elements of the sneaker. For both the eye stay as well as the toe cap, we have a very soft to the touch suede material, which is slightly elevated, especially relative to the previous pair, making it somewhat of a mud guard if you're gonna wear these in the mud. And rounding off the upper, we have the heel, which is comprised of hits of leather. Of course, this is just a general overview of what comprises the upper, because there's hits of different materials and textures all throughout the upper. Midsole and outsole is made up of what feels like an EVA foam, super soft, and it has 2 different levels of density. This double sole is probably one of the most identifiable traits that make the Sacai waffle what it is, with each sole being borrowed from 2 different sneakers. And of course, underneath you just have a standard rubber outsole for both grip and stability. But yeah, guys, like I said, this sneaker is extremely detail oriented. This is a type of shoe that you have to see in person to really be able to appreciate the design that went into making this sneaker. Now, among those details, I feel like the first thing we have to touch on is this double sole. It's so funny because it really is such a unique looking sole, because not only is it 2 soles, but here on the heel area, it looks like lips, or like Donald Duck's mouth. This upper is littered with all different kinds of texture. Some parts of that texture go into other parts of the sneaker. It really is such a uniquely designed shoe, whether it be the eye stays or the toe cap really working its way into the mesh. But it really does seem like the shoe was very in-depthly thought out, and I think they executed it beautifully. But my opinion doesn't matter as much as yours. I would definitely love to hear in the comment section down below what your thoughts are on these sneakers. Have they won you over? Are they a bit too loud? Definitely sound off down below. Now, getting into a few other details, namely what they wear like, I would definitely put them on the more comfortable end of the spectrum. I could see myself going all day, walking around in these and being totally good to go. Like I said, there are 2 layers of foam, one being a little bit more rigid and dense, and the other being more on the softer side. And I find that to be a great compliment, giving you enough cushion for the ride while maintaining a good level of stability. As it relates to sizing, I did actually go a half size up. That actually wasn't by choice, but because a size 9 was the only size that we could get our hands on. However, with that to say, they actually fit me perfectly. I usually go for a size 8.5 in most Nikes. As a matter of fact, my other Sacai LD waffles, those are a size 8.5. And this size 9 fits perfectly. I couldn't imagine going down a half size. So I don't know, it kind of worked out well for me, but I'm not willing to say conclusively that I suggest going a half size up. So if possible, prior to getting your hands on a pair, definitely try them on. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the review of these sneakers. Again, let me know in the comment section down below what your guys' thoughts are on the new VaporWaffle. I know everybody seems to be all across the board or the spectrum of these. I personally know for sure that I love them. If you guys do want to see a styling video on these shoes, let us know as well by liking today's video and commenting down below. I can't emphasize that enough to you guys, how much that helps, and it lets us know, obviously, to keep the content coming and you like what you see. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it and you found it somewhat helpful and insightful, and honestly excited for what's to come from Nike. Anyways, as always, I will see you guys again next week for another Minimal Monday.